So the question that everybody always asks me is, Reem, what camera should I get? To be really honest with you, it really depends on what you're using it for and your preferred style of filming. Now, I could get into detail about frame rates and iOS and a whole bunch of crap that you probably wouldn't understand, but let me just explain it in the most simplest terms possible. Some people might want to use it for blogging, for music videos, for behind the scenes, and some people are super advanced and want to get into short films and full-fledged films, and that's a whole different caliber. For the most part, if you're using it for blogging or music videos, behind the scenes, more than likely, you should get a DSLR. Now, a DSLR camera are really like handheld cameras. They're not those big, heavy production cameras. Now, what camera to get? That's really a matter of opinion. But let me give you the top 3 cameras in my opinion. Let me just give you this disclaimer. When buying a camera, I suggest that you just buy the body only. Do not purchase the camera with the stock lens. Stock lens, trash. Super trash, garbage, basura. Don't get it. And you end up saving money and probably could get the camera cheaper without the garbage lens. A popular brand is Canon. A lot of people use that one. One of my first cameras was a Canon T3i. Do not get the Canon T3i because that is like Stone Age. They up to like T7i right now. Just the body alone, you could get that for like $700 right now. It's a pretty good camera, 24 frames per second. It really gets the job done if you're doing like blogs, vlogging, behind the scenes, and entry-level music videos. One of the entry-level on the Sony family is the A6500. That one is a little bit more pricey. You could get that for a little bit over $1,000. 1080p, you could get 120 frames. If you don't know about frame rates, the average frame rate to shoot film is 24 frames per second. That is the closest to what your eye can see, is 24 frames per second. For those who like to shoot music videos like myself or like to get slow motion, you would like to get something that has 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second, and things like that. Now, if that Sony 6500 is too much for you at over $1,000, and even if the T7i Canon is too much for you at $700, there is a cheaper camera. And guess what? It's better than both of them. Panasonic G7. I actually had that camera, and it shoots in 4K, and it could do everything those other 2 cameras could do, plus more. Now, if you're at that next tier and you want to shoot higher quality work, you want to shoot better music videos, in the Canon family, there's a recent camera that just came out. It's the iOS R, and that camera is almost $2,000. Just the body. It's a mirrorless camera, and it's 4K. And I believe in 1080 you can shoot up to 120 frames per second, I believe. And in 4K you could probably shoot 30 frames per second. Now, in the Sony family, one of the most popular cameras is the A7 II. And you could probably get that for a little bit over $1,800. It shoots in 4K and it's very high quality. You could really get the job done with that one. Now, even on that next tier of cameras, the G7 still matches up with those cameras as well. So that might be the best bang for your buck. Instead of paying $1,800, you can pay $400 and get you a dope camera body. Now, if you want to be walking with the big dogs and you want to get the most expensive camera out, you want to show off on set, this is a tough one. But if you're a Canon lover, the 1DX Mark II is probably the best camera that they have that's a DSLR. It's gonna run you about $5,500 though, but it's a beast. Downside, I gotta be honest with you, it's too damn big. It's like a long ass rectangle. It's super heavy, in my opinion. But if that's what you want to get, that's probably the best in the Canon family. Now, if that $5,500 is just way too much for you, but you still want one of the best cameras out, Sony has the A7R III, and it's a dope camera, and it comes in at just a little bit over $2,400. Now, disclaimer, I gotta be honest with you guys. Though I am referring these, I gotta tell you the pros and the cons. Even though the Sony is a beast, and it's probably, as a pro, one of the best cameras in low light situations. The con is, Sony cameras just heat up too much. It gets super hot, and I'm just not a fan of that personally. I like to work, I like to be on the go, and I don't need my camera heating up. Now, me personally, I got a Panasonic GH5. So I'm gonna be a little bit biased because I love this camera. It does everything that I needed to do. Even with music videos, I could shoot in 4K and still be in 60 frames so I could get that slow motion. It's good on battery life. It doesn't heat up. It's just perfect for me. I would go with the GH5 because you could get just the body for a little bit over $1,200. Now that's a steal. Now in the link below in the description area, I left all the links for all of the suggestions of cameras that I gave you. I did all the homework for you guys. I found the cheapest one that I could find on Amazon. So show me some love, use my link so I can get a little affiliate credit. No matter what camera you get, just make sure that it checks all of the boxes of the things you needed to do. Because at the end of the day, it's not really the camera, it's the person behind it. That was a bar right there. Ooh. All right, now that we got that out the way, here's my tip of the week. Let's just say you're on set or you're at a shoot and you can't afford a slider. If you don't know what a slider is this device that you could put your camera on and you could get smooth shots sideways or smooth shots back and forth. Anyway, let's just say you can't afford it. There are cheaper alternatives. You can see me on set. I actually forgot my slider. And even if I did have it, sometimes I'm just on the go and I don't have time to set it up. So I just put my camera on a little paper towel, slide it real smooth, slide it back real smooth, and I get the same effect as a slider. Post-production, I'll just put a little slow motion on it and it gives the same effect. Tip of the week. Alright, so my movies of the week this week, coming in at number 1. I'm not gonna front. I was not expecting it to be this good because the movie was trash, but HBO has did a great job with Watchmen. Regina, I tip my hat off to you. You bodied that, and the way how they opened up, I'm not even gonna give it away. I need y'all to go watch it, and then we could talk about it, alright? Watchmen. Next, I kind of stumbled across this series. It's really, really funny. It's on HBO also. It's called Righteous Gemstones. It's about this church family. They own this church, like one of those big churches, and it is super hilarious. It's ignorant. I love it. Finally, on Hulu, that Wu-Tang series is fire. It's so creative. It's so artistic, and it really takes you on a journey of the Wu-Tang, but it has a twist, an artistic twist to really draw you in. It's not more so about the music. It's more so about, the dramatic trials and tribulations of their life. Please just subscribe below. Show me some love. All right, I'm out of here. But remember, when filming on a budget, work smart, not hard.